So you see, I've done nothing.
Yeah.
I just use the analogy and I walk you through the loop. Any sales process is automatically generating more resistance from the client. The sales resistance goes up just because the client understands he's in the sales process. So now you will ask for money. Before that was all song and dance, and we just, Papa, but no, look how good. And then, you see, it's in this way you tied up what he told you he wanted to the property that you show. Or you can tie that what he was trying to avoid. Yes, I completely gave up. That's it. Let him go. You see, that's a dead body. There is no need to breathe. So, welcome to this video. That's the first type of kind of a content. That is here. You cannot yet see her, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna become one of the top real estate agents. Is this the plan?
This is the plan, yes, and there is no way back.
Okay, so just before we start, I hope you know me, Olga Selenka, real estate sales trainer, someone who helps you to develop a high income skill and keep earning consistent income in a commission-only environment of Dubai real estate. Iveta came with the questions, and we're gonna kind of streamline them. I have no idea which questions she wrote, but I will try to be precise. We then cut that to the short videos, so you're gonna have a better access to the quick learning tips. Yeah, let's go, fire up. Okay, ask me this question again. If the client is always asking for the discount.
Yes, how do we respond? Like, what do we say? Because what I learned and heard from the people around me, they're saying like a good salesperson does not respond with no. There is a way of let me find out, and there is no for the client. That's what people around me are saying. Like, if you want to be a good salesperson, you don't, whatever, even if it's the most silly questions they ask, you don't say, oh, that's silly, or no, I don't have an answer, or no, we don't do discounts. For example, at the moment, I'm not aware of it, but let me find out and see what I can do for you.
What you are saying is, I'm going to give you an analogy. As it's true, the good salesperson is not saying no, but it's such a broad context. The good salesperson is always finding a way to, let's say, close a deal, but it doesn't mean that he's not saying no while he's finding the way. So it's the same analogy I would use is someone is telling you that for you to get abs in the gym, you have to wear this, sexy pexy outfits. So you wear sexy pexy outfits, you go to the gym, you get abs. But no one tells you that you have to actually walk in the gym, lift the weights, sleep,
sweat,
eat,
and be in pain.
Because they don't see that. They only see what? Abs, sexy outfit, she's going to the gym. So what does it mean? The person is asking for the discount for a reason, because he has a limiting belief in his mind, which we have to help him to overcome. And we can only help him to overcome it through the questions. Okay. Yeah? Okay. And I'm asking, for example, ask me about the discount. Like we do the
hi, thank you very much for sharing all the information with me. I just wanted to ask, is there anything on sale, or you can give me any offer on this project?
Yeah, I understand. Like, how do you mean on a sale or offer? How do you mean exactly?
If I see, for example, I see the price there is 4.1 million, and I'm usually a person that I always go and buy things on sale. Okay. So it is my strategy in life, and that's how I save money, and that's how I believe I make money.
Makes sense.
So I don't want to pay, I can afford it, but I just don't want to pay the full price. So I'm asking for a discount.
Okay, makes sense. And just for me to understand, what you do in life, what you do for a living, which business you do?
I'm doing selling, buying and selling cars, properties, and trading.
Fantastic. Just a simple example. It's not like I'm trying to show you something. I just want to understand, that's a very interesting strategy and how it works for you. If you have 5 buyers offering you a certain price for your car, there is the highest price which offered by buyer 1, and there is the lowest price which with the discount which offered by buyer 2. Which would you take?
Of course, I'm gonna take the one that is offering me more money.
Why?
Because I'm here to make money.
Would it be fair to say that someone who is, in the shoes of developers, or someone in the shoes of a seller who is selling the property, if he has a lot of demand for his property, yeah? So when you have a lot of demand for your car, what does it mean? That the car is scarce.
Yeah.
There's not that many cars, there's lots of buyers, not that many cars, right? That's why they
Yeah.
are lining up to give you the money, yeah?
Yeah.
But if you, for example, have a car which no one wants to buy, what would you do? Which is not
yeah,
like a
of course
great
I have to
deal.
drop the price
And
because
you're going to
seems
give a
like-
discount.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the discount.
But is it becoming a good car just because you give a discount on that?
Well, no, the car is still the same.
Yeah.
Um,
But someone who bought that car with a discount, he potentially might feel that he got a great deal. But is this true?
no, it's not.
So what I'm trying to say here, and I'm more than happy to show you what we have on a discount, but help me understand, what are you looking for exactly? Are you looking for a unit who's going to appreciate in price and going to potentially give you the highest possible ROI in the future? Or are you just looking for something with a discount?
Honestly, both.
I mean,
Can be difficult.
and what if it's not available with both?
Then
How anyone can convince you to sell the car with the discount if you have another buyer paying you full price?
nobody's gonna do that. Like nobody's gonna convince me if I already have the. Yeah, I hear your point. I agree with you. I would definitely not give the discount when I already have a buyer, or even I give a third. I have a third buyer that actually I'm getting my chance. Oh, why I don't put a few hundreds on top?
Exactly.
And
I would say if you have 3 buyers for the car, you're just immediately going to tell to the second buyer that you have a first one and now the car is worth more, right? So you start to push the price up, right?
And of course I'm going to choose because I'm here to sell and make money, so I'm going to choose the one who is giving me
but
the...
would that be fair to say that any business operates in the same laws? And as much as I want to try to help you, I'm here. I just want you to not kind of go into limitation that if you pay the cheapest possible price, you're going to get the highest possible ROI. Would you be open to look at the actual calculations, the different units, which don't have a discount, but the reason for that is that they're going to double the price of the units which do have a discount.
Agreed.
So you see, I've done nothing.
Yeah.
I just used the analogy and I walk you through the loop. You see the loop, you felt the loop. So I'm giving you the question, you're answering the question, you come into a certain understanding of your own.
Yeah.
And I never told you that. And then you told me, oh, well, I would never give a discount. Okay, why? I asked
Why
you
do you
why I
think we're
never
going to
give a
give
discount.
one? When
Yeah, you explain yourself why you would never give a discount. So now the position of someone who has a good unit, the developer is selling the 5 units which are facing the sea, and there's only 5 units he has. Why would he ever give a discount?
Good one. Next question. How to explain a client why the project is a good investment, especially for this budget?
So now,
his budget.
with this question, we have to step back a bit and look at the qualification of the client. Well, the questions we ask him within the qualification, specifically the stage of the features and benefits of the property that he wants to have, and his financial ability to kind of put the money with the payment structure which is fitting his requirements. That's going to be 2 main. And then before we as well ask him about the, let's say, the reasons, the motivation, the pain that he's trying to fix with this investment, whatever it is. I want to make money so I can retire earlier, or I can stop paying taxes in my own country, or something like this. I can move my family here. So this is all we extracted before. So if you haven't done the proper qualification process, if you haven't pull out this information, not only for you, for the client as well, in your presentation, because that's what you're asking me, how to explain, this is how to present. The presentation stage of any sales process is automatically generating more resistance from the client. The sales resistance goes up just because the client understands he's in the sales process. So now you will ask for money. Before that was all song and dance, and we said, Papa, but oh, look good. And then, you see, it's a time. So that's very important in this stage. When we present, we use the set language structures, which I have written as well. I haven't recorded, by the way, the training on this, but I do have that written. And the structure sounds like, for example, he wanted the sea view property with 30% deposit because of XYZ. He wants wake up and see in front of him and he's drinking a coffee, smoking cigarette. That was his dream for years. He'd been living, I don't know, in Finland, I don't know. So he told me this. So I'm doing the presentation. remember how you said, this is everything I'm saying now, it's scripted, I just memorize it and I'm extracting it, internalizing it and giving it to you. Remember how you said that you wanted to, open the door and just walk out and have whatever coffee. So this unit is exactly having the feature of XYZ square feet balcony, which is facing the sea with the view of this and that. So what does it mean for you is that 365 days or 364 days a year, or as long as you will decide. As soon as you're going to wake up, you can get your coffee from the coffee machine, which one you like. This one, okay. Probably going to get you that on the handover of your property. So you walk out, you get your coffee, you open the door, and that's exactly what you see. So remember how you said that you wanted XYZ? So this property has exactly that. This is the structure that you're doing. In this way, you tied up what he told you he wanted to the property that you show. Or you can tie that what he was trying to avoid. I remember how you said that your current house is really small and you kind of feel some tired and stress and the kids are jumping up and down all the time. So in this property, you can see that layout is XYZ square feet. So what that means for you is, and you tell him what he wanted.
Yeah.
So you are using his words, his language, meaning if he told you cup of coffee overlooking the sea, you say cup of coffee overlooking the sea.
That costs money.
Yeah. So if he told you, I want to lose fat, you don't tell him, oh, you want to slim down. You won't tell him, you want to lose fat. So this is how you make it feel reasonable. And then about the price. When you got the presentation, you ask him one question. Does it feel like the right option for you? Here I'm removing the word potential. I'm becoming more certain because he's kind of convinced himself already at that point. Does it feel like a good option for you? And he's going to say yes or no. If you're going to say yes, I'm still not going to stop stepping on his neck. I'm going to keep pressing on his neck. I was like, why? Out of what we discussed, why do you think it's the good option for you? Answering this question, what you're going to do? You're going to keep convincing himself now, from his mouth to his ears, that it's a good option for him. Make sense?
Yes, very.
Yeah.
And I just seen the last two questions there. We already answered, but let's repeat it again. How to approach and work with the client, not to scare him. It's a fraud.
Okay, so give me more context to that.
Yes.
It's just like overall question, or someone told you you're a fraud?
No, it's what I said earlier, and like talking to a client, and like not to think we're one of these scams. And then I was like, oh, what did I say? How did I say? And he just, no, I'm not interested, and quickly put the phone down. How to approach and work with the client. So again, you said it earlier, is the tone of voice and make it more, I know you will say no, but I still want to check if you are interested, and I still want to show you what we have, and these kind of things.
I still want to check, I still want to show, remove it. It's not for you. Forget about that. If you think it's for me, I want to show you, he doesn't care. And shift it to, would you potentially consider? Have you already gave up on the idea?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you already gave up on idea on making money with Dubai real estate? That's a good starting point. If you're going to say, yes, I completely gave up, that's it, let him go. You see, that's a dead body. There is no need to breathe.
We cannot bring any life
how we do
here.
this exercise?
No more life. Consider to, I just write it down for me. Okay, and the other is, again, what shall we offer to a client of low budget? But what I mean here is not the options of the other cheaper projects. It's such as a loan.
Okay.
Or
which financial additional options we can expose to the client?
Exactly, because the client is interested, the client wants to do it. It just out loud says that I don't have the money, but kind of how to support that.
Okay, so give it to me, give me.
Okay,
I don't have the money.
okay, so I just, yes, I'm interested. I would like to invest. At my age, I think I really need to. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the enough money that is needed. I know the prices are quite high. So I have 100,000 British pounds cash, ready, and from there, could you please advise me what shall I do, where shall I look, and just help me with what do you think is the best for me to do.
Don't worry, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm putting myself, I'm helping you. You're someone who needs help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, for me, kind of to get a bit of a glimpse of the situation, this £100,000, can you potentially, from what you know already, can get access to additional amount within the next maybe 2 or 3 years?
I don't have an answer for this. I know I have 100,000 cash in my bank, which they
What do you mean you don't have an answer? Have you thought about it? Have you looked at that, or?
No, it's because what is it is, this is the saved money, as we call it in the UK, it's for rainy days. So
Are they on the saving account? They're
Yes.
bringing you some. Okay.
Yeah, they're on
Can
a
you
saving
break the deposit any time, or you lose money on breaking?
no, I can do anytime.
So it's not a fixed deposit, though.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So it depends on the amount. The more I have, the more it gets. They're my money, it's okay. So what I'm saying here is because my income is not very high. I'm a single woman and I just don't know if I'm gonna get a promotion, if I'm gonna win from the
Makes
lottery. I just rely on my income and on my monthly expenses. So that's what I mean is I don't have an answer what will happen next year or next month, and I just keep the circle of 100,000, and from there, what can we do to extend this money, to bring me more money, to buy a property, or is just not the right time yet and I should have more?
Okay, so that's a good question that you brought up. When you're saying that's not the right time, and I'm just gonna, not trying to upset you, was that something that you've been saying to yourself maybe for the past 3, 4, 5 years?
Yeah, no, you're not upsetting. You're very right. It's something that with because of the financial insecurity, it's what I mean. The wrong, not the right time is it like not enough money yet? That's what I mean by the wrong time.
How you will ever change that it's not enough money? Because if you feel that the bank fixed deposit will ever be able surpass the price increase in real estate in any country, really, that's just not going to happen. I'm afraid to be the person who read it. But you kind of thought about it, right?
Yes, correct.
Guys, what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to help her to change her way of thinking. Because her way of thinking, what I'm hearing as a sales professional, this person been procrastinating for years and years and years. She's been afraid to withdraw. She's now, with the words that he's saying, her language, tell me, she feels me responsible to help her to somehow materialize something out of this 100,000. That's exactly what she was doing, procrastinating with this money before, because she feels someone else is responsible. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring back responsibility to her, because if she's going to feel that someone else is responsible, she will never be able to make a decision. I'm so sorry, this is psychology game.
Yes, correct.
But that's something that you have to understand when you are with such a client. And how I'm able to get that? Because I'm listening to the language, to the way you say things, the way, the words that you're using. And again, guys, you're only going to be able to do that when you know the questions that you ask. Because if you think, what I'm going to ask next on the script, you're never going to be able to listen to your client. So coming back to that, what my goal going to be now is to show you that your way of thinking was wrong, and I'm going to do it through the questions. Right? I'm going to say, Yvette, and for how long you potentially been kind of sitting on a fence and thinking, should you not, or looking at the different options?
So basically for the last 1 year, 1 year and a half, I've been going around just to see properties, kind of for my own knowledge, to see what is on the market, what is the price, what is the size, what I'm paying for new developer, new property, old property, and so on. So just to understand what is on the market.
Okay, makes sense. You've been in discovery. And from what you've seen with this 1.5 year, was there anything which kind of grasped your attention, felt like the right option for you?
Yes, and that's exactly it. It's the option of, I know what I want. I want a new building. I want a luxury, which of course, with this budget, I cannot expect to go to the Palm. Okay. So at the same time, I'm much more reasonable.
Like what?
still a new building, but it can be in JVC area or it can be in
Have
JVT.
you seen anything which will, with the current budget, match that requirement?
Yes, pretty much. The thing is, again, I don't have, a little bit is not enough, which is, I'm not sure what are the ways I can catch up with this a little bit of drops. Like, shall I go for a mortgage? Shall I, like, what exactly can help me to cover this little bit of drops?
Okay, we're definitely going to talk about that. Just now, it's more about what you kind of looking for. I'm not going to talk about what you're looking for. I'm going to keep doing my job, but I don't want you to understand what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
And this is not manipulative. This is me helping you to stop procrastinating because you're losing money now for 1.5 years. The £100,000 is not bringing you any money. So if you would be more, let's say, if you met me 1.5 years ago, you will already had it invested and you probably already bring at least 10%, not of your asset, not of this 100,000, but the full amount of property that you invested, which potentially going to be £300,000. You got me?
Yeah.
So you're going to have 10% of £300,000. So my next question is like, and out of this, 1.5 years of looking, have you seen any changes in the prices, GVC?
Yeah, definitely the prices are going up.
You see what I've done here, guys? I'm not saying that the prices are going up. And the way I'm asking the question is, have you seen any changes with, like pricing? And I'm forcing her to finish my sentence. She doesn't understand that, but this is what she does. Because I cannot ask, this is a kind of not open, closed-ended question. Because she's gonna say, yes, the prices, yeah, they're gone up.
Thinking loudly. It's like,
But
because
I am in the flow and you don't, I am with you and you're not feeling that I'm bringing you to that. The price is going up. It's like, well, and in your mind, for how much?
yeah, so as I said, is of up to 1 million, and then
But what do you feel like in your sense? You looking at the similar properties for the year. What will be the percentage of price increase approximately?
this is the thing that I'm not aware of.
Okay.
That's why I need your help. I'm saying it out loud. I'm not aware of the percentage and how the market works. I just need.
But you've seen how the prices changes from
Yes,
the point.
yes, yes. I do. I did. It's just for you to guide me. What shall I look for, or where shall I look, or who to look at, such as bank, such as any other.
I got you. We're definitely going to get back
Yes,
to that.
I'm
but
very lost. Like, thank you so much. I
No
really
worries.
appreciate it.
That's why
I'm
here
just
to
sharing all my thoughts.
But what I don't want us to do, and I'm not sure what is your plan, but my plan is to help you to make money.
Thank you.
Yeah. So with the story that you told me, let's imagine we got to the area that you want. We find you the new building, as you said that you want. We found you the luxury, which is potentially with additional financial help, you will be able to put yourself into. What if that all happened? Let's imagine. What would be your next step?
My next step is.
So it's there. It's on your table in front of you.
Yes. So the next step is I will just. Yeah. The thing is, because I'm looking to live in.
Okay.
That is the thing. So I'm not gonna make money out of this. I want to have my own house and I want to live in this, and I want to be happy to go home, not just to have somewhere.
So let's
to live.
imagine that's here in front of you. What would be your next step?
To pay for it and get it. But again, the thing is, if you ask me, do I want to live in Jumeirah Gardens, or what is the Jumeirah next to Meadows? I forgot the fancy area.
Okay.
Yes, so if you ask me if I want to live there or if I want to live in one-bedroom apartment in JVT, I would tell you I want the villa. But clearly I'm realistic, so I died.
Iveta, I'm 45 years of age, yeah? If I would come to you and you imagine you're a fantastic plastic surgeon, and I'm going to ask you, can you please make me look 15? You're going to look at me and you're going to probably say, there is the rules of life, and you have 100,000.
Yes.
And you want to look 15. With this budget, we're probably going to make you look 38. Yeah? But the good thing... For now, yeah. But the good thing is that the things are possible. What's going to happen? You want to go back and what's going to happen if you, let's say, not going to make any decision now? You've been looking for 1.5 years, or you have this money sitting down. generate a little bit, but the price is, as you said, going higher. What's going to happen then if you're not going to make any decision in the next month? What's going to happen then?
Yeah, unfortunately, what will happen is the money still won't be enough as I was thinking for the last few years. Why? Because the prices are going up. So the gap between the money I have and the gap and the property's price it's actually growing. My money are not changing, but the price is growing. So if I didn't make the decision 1 year ago because of this reason, it will continue being the same reason, but the gap it will be growing.
Do you want to change it?
Yes, please.
That's it. That's what I got you. That's what I've got you to a different decision making. You told yourself everything I wanted to tell you. We're done. And now I can talk about, like, look, the way the mortgage works is that it's not about the property, it's about you. It's about the income and expenses that you have. So originally, and I'm not the mortgage advisor, I have my associate whom I'm going to be more than happy to connect with you. They could give you an exact, explicit advice and options that are possible. I think within 1 day they will be able to show you and do the calculation. But from my knowledge is that you look at, you will have to give the, if you are a UAE resident, of course, the report from the UAE Credit Bureau, Abu Dhabi Credit Bureau, which cost 85 dirhams, oh my God. And there is like 700 something points, and it's gonna shows based on have you ever took a loan that you were late to pay, how was the additional, do you have any additional loans or amounts or any outstanding obligation in front of the banks. Exactly. Before that, I will advise you to top your credit cards limits as a minimum, because they're going to look at the credit card limits. If you have 120,000 limit of your credit card, they're going to think that your obligations are way too high. So for example, you kind of min down, not max down, min down the credit card for 12,000, and 25% out of this credit card amount will be considered as something which you spend anyway. Then they will look at your salary, and it's effectively good to have a salary more than 18,000. They will look at the size of the company you're working for, plus 100 employees, less how long the company has been on the market, just to evaluate your kind of sufficiency with the salary. And then based on the age, because we have to finish our payment before 65, they're going to give you an offer and the calculation. And you will look, on average, let's say we're talking about 4% yearly. And if you're looking for your own living, that's definitely gonna, in worst case scenario, match up to the rental payments that you pay. So instead of you paying someone else's mortgage, which you probably do now,
because of the rent,
paying for yourself. How does it sound?
Exactly. That's what it is like I just want to have my own, and I'm paying rent anyway, so I just prefer to pay for me. And yes, I would love to have another property that is going to pay, but like for now I don't. So at least I want to satisfy myself with the stage of my life. I have my own property, and I'm also able to afford to pay this property, because also is the service charges and this, and if anything happens now, it's not going to be calling the landlord, oh, by the way, there is a tech, like, now it's, hello, your turn.
Welcome to adult life. How do you feel about that?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So if you like this episode, we're probably going to cut that onto 3 stages. So if you like this episode of me and Iveta going through the questions that she had, pop the comment down below. If you have your own questions, we will be happy to answer you again. So Iveta going to come with the new questions maybe next week.
After talking to customers.
And meanwhile, if you feel like you need more training and development in Dubai real estate, I have a membership for Real Estate Growth Academy. You can just click the button join. It's going to be in the description of this video, and see you in the next one.